Welcome. Good evening, everybody. I'm PJ Daly, principal of Granada High School. I would like to welcome each of you to the Senior Awards Ceremony for the class of 2018. Tonight, we're here to celebrate the many accomplishments of this senior class during their 4 years of high school. All of these students have excelled and thrived in a variety of ways, some in art, some athletically, most academically. They've already made a contribution to their school and their community, and I have no doubt they will continue to do so as they make their way into the real world. Before we get started with honors, however, there are a number of people that need to be thanked. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the people at Granada High School who have supported them in their educational journey. The Granada High School faculty, teachers, and support staff, many of whom are here tonight. We want to give them a round of applause. Let's thank our teachers and support staff. We'd like to thank our counseling staff, Ms. Robin Galazan, Tyler Johnston, Sylvie Langbing, and Elizabeth Laura Luna. Let's give them a round of applause. Also have our college and career specialist, Ms. Danielle Watson. We have our vice principals, Mr. Hart, Mrs. Sugden, and the class of 2018 vice principal, Mrs. Ha. Granada High would also like to honor our district office administrators who help support the school, Superintendent Dr. Kelly Bowers, Deputy Superintendent Chris Van Schack, and Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services, Mike Biondi. We also want to welcome our school board members, President Craig Bueno, Chuck Rogie, Kate Runyon, Chris Wenzel, and Miss Ann White. Let's give them a round of applause, please. I also want to recognize the parents, guardians, and families of this outstanding class. You have trusted us with your children, worked alongside us, and helped us make your students become the amazing young men and women they are today. In fact, you were their very first teachers. Thank you for all you've done in these students' lives, and thank you for all you've done for Granada. And I also want to thank everyone here from outside the Granada community who is here tonight to award scholarships and honors to our students. We have individuals from corporations doing their part to produce leaders in their respective fields. We have representatives from smaller groups who are committed to doing big things to encourage and reward our outstanding students. There are former teachers, military personnel, and people preserving a former resident's legacy, all here to demonstrate their commitment and the willingness to invest in the Granada High class of 2018. So on behalf of the students of Granada, thank you to our community organizations for giving your time and resources to our students and for believing and recognizing that the class of 2018 will make a difference. It is now my pleasure to introduce our Master of Ceremonies for this evening, Mr. Greg Gomes. Mr. Gomes has been at Granada for over 20 years. He is a teacher, a mentor, a coach, and a constant supporter of all these students. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Gomes.
Well, it's definitely an honor to be here this evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to start things off with a little music from Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, and performing tonight will be the Granada High School String Quartet, Ein klein nach Musik in the first movement. So let's give them a nice hand, please. absolutely remarkable. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct privilege and honor to introduce to you a gentleman who has been guiding the musical lives and experiences of children in the Livermore Valley Joint Unified School District for over 30 years. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the awards for our seniors this evening in the area of music, Mr. Tom Jones.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm especially grateful that I'm finally standing behind a podium where it doesn't seem that I'm sitting. So I appreciate that. Most podiums come up to my neck. We appreciate this opportunity to recognize our outstanding seniors for their exceptional talents in the musical arts. To participate in a performance ensemble in high school continuous for 4 years these days is an amazing accomplishment, given the many, many demands on a student's time. To excel in that ensemble is an extraordinary achievement, an achievement that helps define not only the musical talent of the individual, but also their character, their work ethic, their determination, and a sense of cooperation that only the most dedicated students would possess. The chamber group that performed here just a few moments ago represents only a small example of the amazing talent we have at Granada High School. And to all senior musicians sitting in this room tonight, please accept our most sincere gratitude for your time, your talent, and your energy over the last 4 years. Tonight, in the interest of time, I will present only a few of our departmental awards, which represent the highest levels of achievement in the musical arts. Each year, Granada High School Music Department recognizes one senior string performer as the department's most outstanding string musician. This person must show exceptional aptitude in all areas of string performance, including technique, sensitivity, expression, and versatility. Please join me in welcoming this year's most outstanding string musician at Granada High School, Leo Borg. Sponsored and provided by the Instrumentalist magazine, which is a national trade magazine for music educators, I'm happy to present the National School Orchestra Association Award of Excellence for outstanding accomplishments in the area of string performance. This young man is an amazing musician and a terrific person. Please welcome this year's recipient, Mr. Matthew Lawrence. Our final award this evening for superior achievement in the area of string performance is the Granada High School Outstanding Senior Orchestra Member Award to a senior who exemplifies all of the qualities necessary to excel in the performing arts: talent, commitment, determination, leadership, and the willingness to work closely and effectively with others. Please join me once again in recognizing Leo Borg. Tired of making the trek? Congratulations, Leo. Very proud of you. In the area of winds and percussion, again, the Instrumentalist magazine, trade magazine publication for music educators. Each year, the editors sponsor the Instrumentalist Directors Award for Band. Recipients of this award are recognized for their high level of performance aptitude and achievement, as well as musicianship and dedication to the arts. Please help me congratulate this year's recipient of the Instrumentalist Directors Award for Band, Ms. Chloe Bennett. Again, each year, Granada High School Music Department recognizes one senior band performer as the department's most outstanding senior band musician. Again, this person must show exceptional aptitude in all areas of instrumental performance, including technique, sensitivity, expression, and versatility. Please join me in welcoming this year's most outstanding wind musician at Granada High School, Mr. Andrew DeVita. Congratulations, Andrew. Well deserved. Our final award this evening is also sponsored by the Instrumentalist magazine. Since its inauguration in 1954, the John Philip Sousa Music Award has been given to thousands of high school band students for superior musicianship, leadership, dependability, and loyalty. The Sousa Award is the most prestigious award for the high school band student. John Philip Sousa was not only a renowned composer and conductor, he was also a strong supporter of and an advocate for music education. He appeared as a guest conductor throughout the United States and as an adjudicator of numerous school and youth music festivals. Mr. Sousa is considered a pillar of American music, and his music inspires everyone who hears and performs it. This year's candidate has excelled academically, is a positive force in the Granada High School community, and has excelled in almost every area of our department, including orchestra, symphonic band, marching band, and jazz band, and as a soloist. Please join me in welcoming this year's most deserving recipient of the John Philip Sousa Band Award, again, Mr. Andrew DeVita. So there's other stuff that comes with this, but right now you just get that. Congratulations. I humbly relinquish the mic back to Mr. Gomes, and I thank you all very much. I appreciate your time and your attention. Thank you, Mr.
Students and presenters, I've just been given a directive. So, Tom, you're going to be leading us off on this. We're going to need you to go over there by Mr. Bronson. And if I could have all of our previous music award recipients to go ahead and join Mr. Jones and Mr. Bronson right over there in that corner. And folks, here's how we're going to play it for the rest of this evening. What's going to happen is, after you receive your award, we're going to have you go on over there for a wonderful photo op. And presenters, we'd like you to join them there as well. Okay, can we do that? That'd be great. If so, give me one clap. 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. We are dialed in, ladies and gentlemen. Our first presenter will be Cher Wallard, and she'll be given an award for the Commission for the Arts Scholarship.
Thank you. These awards are given by the City of Livermore. They're selected through the Commission for the Arts, and they're for students for outstanding accomplishment in the arts, graduating students. And the first one for her accomplishments in the visual arts goes to Allison Murphy. The second one for accomplishment in visual arts goes to Caitlin Negg. There she is. Congratulations. For accomplishments in media arts, Sierra Stone. Congratulations. And finally, for accomplishments in visual arts, Alyssa Tett. Congratulations. So I've just given out the certificates. There are also cash awards that the mayor himself would like to present to the students at the council meeting on June 11th. So thank you.
Our next set of awards will be from the United States Air Force ROTC Scholarship. And our presenter is Jessica Tang, Second Lieutenant from the United States Air Force.
Good evening. I'm Lieutenant Tang, and I'm representing the Air Force RTC for Greater Bay Area Region. I'm a graduate myself from San Diego State University, and I commissioned through this exact program. So along with the Air Force Academy and Officer Training School, Air Force RTC is a commissioning source for our military. It is a challenging yet rewarding program that prepares future officers for the world's finest Air Force. I'm here today to present a scholarship to an outstanding student, and after completing a very rigorous application process that consists of a personal interview, fitness assessment, and a competitive academic test score and GPA, a very smart young man here, excuse me, today will be receiving a scholarship that will cover $18,000 of college tuition every year. So if you do the math, that's quite a bit of a chunk. Along with the scholarship, the student will be receiving a monthly allowance and a yearly book stipend valued at over $4,000. He will be attending Texas Christian University as a meteorology and atmospheric major this fall, and as he pursues his undergraduate degree, he'll be trained to be an officer in the United States Air Force. Then upon graduating, he'll commission and be a fellow lieutenant like me. I wish him good luck, and I can't wait to see him in the big Air Force one day. And our recipient tonight is Austin DeLisser. Ah, there you are. It's a long walk.
Thank you so much. All right, thank you.
The recipients, do not forget about that unbelievable photo opportunity over there. Right over there. Good stuff. Good stuff. At this time, we're going to have continue our trend with military recognition, and we're going to ask for our military representatives to join us up here, please. Petty Officer Brophy, Sergeant DeLuke, and Sergeant Shure, and Sergeant Short, representing the Navy, the Marines, the Air National Guard, and we also have an assistant helping us with the United States Army.
Okay. Stop. So I guess I get to do some reading. My name is Nancy Stoyer. I'm wearing my Livermorium t-shirt because today's Livermorium Day, but that's beside the point. So, Petty Officer Brophy couldn't be here. He's at MEPS, and anybody that's in the military knows what MEPS is and understands getting stuck there. So our recipients tonight are Andrew Cushing for the Navy. Andrew is going to report to boot camp on July 12th at Great Lakes, Illinois. His military occupational specialty is aviation maintenance mechanic. Is Andrew here? Yep. Congratulations, and thank you. Derek Engvist is going to be joining the Army. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here tonight. He's going to report to boot camp on June 18th at Fort Benning, Georgia. His military occupational specialty is Cavalry Scout. Our third recipient tonight is Travis Palma. He's joining the United States Marine Corps. He is going to be reporting to boot camp on October 22nd at the Marine Corps Recruit Depot in San Diego. And his military occupational specialty is aviation mechanics. There is another graduate of Granada that is already at boot camp, Alicia Sohal. She is not here with us tonight because she's already at boot camp, and all females go to Parris Island in South Carolina, and her military occupational specialty is security forces. So we have two people that are joining the Air National Guard. One is Mason Linden. Mason will be attending boot camp in Fort Lackland in San Antonio. And after boot camp, he will report to Fort Leonard Wood in Missouri to focus on emergency management. Next fall, he's also going to be entering UC Davis. And our second recipient, or second person that's going into the Air National Guard, is Chandler Woolenwaber. Chandler will be attending boot camp in Fort Lackland in San Antonio. She will specialize in the medical department and hopes to be a rehabilitation therapist. And she will be attending Las Positas.
Let's give them another round of applause. Our next presenter is Joanna Albala, and she will be representing Lawrence Livermore National Lab, and she'll be presenting the Edward Teller Scholarship.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Dr. Joanna Albala. I'm the manager of the Science Education Program at the lab. I'm here to present the Teller Scholarship, which recognizes a student for his or her breadth of high school science achievement in both coursework and outside of the classroom. This award is named for Dr. Edward Teller, who was a co-founder of the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory, who had a passion for education. This student's exceptional coursework has led to many opportunities outside the classroom. This student has interned in the laboratory at the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, working on the development of a biosensor to detect minute concentrations of biological molecules. This student was the Grand Award winner at the Alameda County Science Fair and won the Special Award of First Place in the Material Science category from the United States Air Force at the Intel International Science and Engineering Fair. I'm pleased to announce that this student has a bright future ahead of her. Erica Yang is the recipient of the 2018 Teller Science Scholarship.
Our next award will be the Lamb Research Corps' Value Scholarship. And let's give a nice warm welcome to our presenter, Linda Marquez.
Thank you so much. So good evening. My name is Dr. Linda Marquez, and I'm a senior technical instructor at Lamb Research. And I'm here to present the 2018 $10,000 Core Value Scholarship at Granada High School. So before I can present, I have to say a few words about Lamb Research. So bear with me, and I'll be done as quick as I can. So Lamb Research is a leading supplier of manufacturing equipment and services to the global semiconductor industry. Virtually every microchip you have in your phones, in your computer, and in your car most likely went through a Lamb tool. So the Lamb is headquartered in Silicon Valley. We have offices all over the world. including a manufacturing operation not too far from here in Livermore that employs 1,000 people, making Lamb one of the largest private sector employers in the area. We've been growing a lot. So one of the ways Lamb distinguishes itself from other companies is the expectation of how our employees demonstrate what we call our Lamb core values. It's demonstrated from the CEO all the way down. Values such as achievement, honesty and integrity, innovation and continuous improvement, open communication, accountability, and teamwork are important to the success of the Lamb employee and therefore the whole company. We practice it, we preach it, it's on our badge, and if you get stopped by our CEO, you better be able to reel these off. I've been stopped, and I did it. Thank you. So demonstrating core values is also what makes this particular scholarship winner stand out. We, of course, look at academic performance, but we also look at school, community involvement, honors and awards to find someone who demonstrates the core values that are consistent with the Lamb values. We believe they contribute to an individual's long-term success, both professionally and personally. This is the 9th year that we've awarded the Lamb Research Core Values Scholarship to students graduating from the Livermore High School area, and this is my 2nd year representing Lamb. Recipients are selected by a panel of community representatives and a Lamb Research employee and administered by the East Bay Community Foundation. I can tell you personally, since I'm also on the committee, that selecting a recipient is not easy. All of you should be proud. You have a lot of outstanding deserving students, and it's difficult for us to pick only one. So this year's recipient not only had stellar application overall, this recipient was someone we felt was something above and beyond even the very high standards of most Lamb Scholarship applicants. This student really moved the committee members. The GPA is a perfect 4.0. The essay was outstanding in both content and in form. The letters of recommendation spoke in detail about this person's exceptional qualities as a student as well as an individual. The student participates in a wide range of activities both in school and in the community and has faced down their own challenges. Rather than complaining, the student used these challenges to become a better person and find new opportunities for innovation. But more than anything, this young person is a humanitarian on a deep level and committed to fighting for others and earning the trust of others. When we think about the values of mutual trust and respect as they pertain to this student, it is clear this student not only works to build mutual trust and respect, but also works to earn it. The finalists helped define a new sense of ownership and accountability in the very way the student moves through the world. This student clearly has something very special in their character, and everyone on the committee sensed it. So, long story short, it is my great pleasure and honor to announce the recipient of the 2018 Research $10,000 Core Value Scholarship for Granada High School, Ashley Cole.
Next up, the Intel International Science and Engineering Award, sponsored by Intel, and our presenters are Amanda Cleveland and Mr. Will Razor.
Erica Yang, come on up. We got some kind words for you. Yeah, round of applause, part 2. And we also have an award from the California State Legislature for you.
Awesome, thank you.
So Erica was a Grand Award winner at the Alameda County Science and Engineering Fair this March. This qualified her to compete in the prestigious Intel International, I say International, Science and Engineering Fair. The International Science and Engineering Fair has been honoring young researchers since 1950 and is the world's largest international pre-college science competition. So this month, Erica traveled to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to participate in the competition, where, as you may have heard, she won first place for the category of material sciences, which is a remarkable accomplishment.
Erica's research focused on the development of a flexible biosensor that is able to detect very low concentrations of biological molecules associated with cancer. This may allow for a faster and more accurate diagnosis of several diseases and has the potential to detect cancer earlier and improve survival rates. Erica has a true passion for science and research, and we applaud her accomplishments both in the classroom and in her independent research outside of the school. So one more round of applause for Erica.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We'll go get a photo.
Next up, the Italian Catholic Federation Scholarship, and our presenter is Brenda Iamura, please.
Good evening. I'm the Heritage Chair for the Italian Catholic Federation, which is a faith-based social service organization emphasizing the Catholic faith and the Italian heritage. The first year award that I'm presenting this evening to two amazing recipients are given to Livermore, Dublin, and Pleasanton from the St. Philomena Branch 285, and it is a scholarship that's awarded to senior high school students planning to attend a university, college, junior college, or technical school. Our branch fundraises and makes donations throughout the year, specifically to be able to award the Tri-Valley High School seniors one or more scholarships. The amount increases each year that a student reapplies and continues each educational year. To apply, a student must submit a school transcript, a letter of recommendation, and a personal letter of approximately 150 words explaining their Italian origin and affiliation with the Italian Catholic Federation. The qualifications are that the recipient must have a GPA of at least 3.2, be of Roman Catholic religion and Italian descent. Now, these are not hard and fast qualifications. A person doesn't necessarily need to be Catholic or Italian to receive an award. But they should have some kind of affiliation with the Italian Catholic Federation. Other qualifying criteria that we look at are financial need, their role as a leader in and out of high school, faculty recommendations, character references, extracurricular activities, charitable efforts, and again, an affiliation or family connection with the Italian Catholic Federation. This year, we were able to award 2 scholarships to Granada High School seniors, one to Dublin High School and one to Foothill High School. Tonight, I am pleased to award the Granada High School scholarships to Cassidy Bates and Gabriella Bond.
The Shiva Vishnu Temple of Livermore Scholarship is our next award, and our presenter is Anand Gundu.
Good afternoon, everyone, and congratulations to class of 2018. A big round of applause for all the class of 2018 students. I represent Shiva Vishnu Temple here in California, Livermore, right here in Livermore as well. We would be celebrating 32 years of our existence in Livermore as well. And we have established this perpetual scholarship over a decade ago to give it to students who excel in community services. Again, even though we are a faith-based organization, we don't distinguish anything related with faith, because we purely believe in service to mankind is service to God. So that is the philosophy of this. And again, you would, this year's award, I think, again, Yerika Yang, I think, please come and accept this award. She has been, I know it's really wonderful that she's not only a scholar, but I think in terms of community services, at a very young age she has established an organization, a non-profit organization, which has got about 18 branches all over the world. So congratulations on your community service. Thank you so much.
Raquel Holt is our next presenter, and the Livermore Filipino American Organization Scholarship is our award.
Good evening. So as to save time, I'd like to call on our two recipients to please come forward, Renili Orlino and Carlo Gabriel Bilbao. In the meantime, my name is Raquel Holt. As chairperson of the Filipino American Scholarship Committee, I am here to represent the Livermore Filipino American Organization, a nonprofit organization of over 50 years. Part of its mission is to promote cultural and social enrichment among its members through its program. Livermore Phil-Am organization has activities such as monthly potluck meetings, a folk dance group, gala dance events, picnics at parks, and Christmas caroling. Caroling is significant because through the generosity of homes that we carol, the money we receive all go to the scholarship fund. Livermore Phil-Am participates in community events. In their colorful costumes, the Phil-Am dance group will, on June 9, join the rodeo parade as well as perform. So you're welcome to come and witness them. Come October 7, you are invited to the Filipino-American Heritage Dance and Food event to be held at the front plaza of Bankhead Theater. This program is free in collaboration with Bankhead Theater's Community Series events. Now, it is with great pleasure to announce that the Livermore Phil-Am Organization Scholarship Committee has selected and awarded scholarship monies to 4 students, 2 from Livermore High School and 2 from Granada High School during Phil-Am's recent May Festival. It was good to have a tie for the second place, and significant as the recipients are each from Livermore High School and Granada High School. I'd like to call on Carlo Gabriel Bilbao. It is not easy to transfer to a different high school and leave your good friends behind. This is what happened to Gabriel, who, with his family, moved to Livermore during his junior year. Despite this, Gabriel thrived in his new school and earned a 4.44 GPA on his senior year and accumulated GPA of 3.9. He plans to enter Las Positas College come fall and to eventually transfer to a university to major in software engineering. Gabriel received a scholarship money of $750 from PLM. Tonight, I'd like to present him this certificate of recognition. Now I would like to call on Renelli Orlino. Renelli received the first place award with a Philem scholarship money of $1,000. Not only did she earn a accumulated GPA of 4.19, but she is also an excellent athlete as a varsity and captain of Granada High School's tennis team. And I suggest to be careful around this charming lady because she is also a holder of second-degree black belt in Taekwondo. Rinelli plans to enroll in Las Positas College come fall and to eventually transfer to a university to major in cell biology. Rinelli, I'd like to present you this certificate of recognition. It's always nice to come back since I was a teacher at Granada High School for ESL students for about 15 years and also a stint as music teacher for both Livermore High School and Granada High School, so it feels good to be back.
Our next award is the Pioneers of Physical Education Scholarship, and our presenter is Dr. Cindy Paxton.
Mountain biking was hard on the knee. I'm very pleased to be back at Granada High School. I'm a 1968 graduate and was the first class to go through for 4 full years. Back in the day when people were going to classes with people with hammers and digging holes and things like that. So it was an interesting experience. I also know the real value of the quality of the faculty at Granada High School, who many of whom have stayed friends with me, lifetime friends with me. And their influence, I think, is still important in my life today. Pioneers in Granada High School Physical Education Scholarship was created to honor 3 very amazing women, Lois Wheeler, Janet Freitag, and Donna Fong. Lois Wheeler was the first teacher hired in the newly created Granada High School in 1963. Janet Freitag, who's here with us tonight, and Donna Fong joined Lois shortly thereafter. And together they designed a program that had as its focus the development of skills that would encourage the attitudes, beliefs, and skills necessary for lifetime health and fitness. And keep in mind, this was nearly a decade before Title IX, and at that time it was pretty commonplace for boys and girls to be separated by gender, and it was pretty unusual for teachers to teach mixed gender classes at the time. During this time, these 3 women welcomed everyone into their classes. And keep in mind, there were no fields, there was no gym, and there was no pool. Lois was handed, I think, a bag with 8 basketballs in it, and that was her equipment for the first year. They were really creative. And so all these women, Lois and Donna and Janet joined Lois a couple of years after, and they welcomed all students into things like archery, bowling, swimming, for which they had to bus students to Manus and Pool, rhythmic gymnastics. Janet, she clearly failed to teach me much grace. Gymnastics, trampoline, and other activities that people could enjoy through life. Tonight's awardee exemplifies the attitudes and beliefs and attributes valued by these three women. He fought his way forward after a very tenuous start in life. He's a lifelong athlete, and he has clearly demonstrated his willingness to see challenges as opportunities for learning. This young man's resume chronicles a passion and commitment for helping others beginning at a very early age. He's played soccer since the age of 4, set track and field records, all the while maintaining a 4.0 GPA and volunteering for a long list of community-focused events. Miles Gomez, would you join me up here, please? Miles, there were two statements in your letter of application that stood out to the selection committee. When you described your work at the Enchanted Hills Camp for Visually Impaired Persons, you stated, I helped out wherever I was needed. Yeah. That's an attitude that it clearly exemplifies the work ethic for the three women for whom this scholarship is named. In addition, you also appear to have experienced firsthand the benefits of physical activity in meeting both life's challenges and in minimizing the negative health impact of stressors. It also appears that you've learned that there's a tremendous opportunity for creating lifelong friendships through sports and physical activity. And I think we certainly have a need, a huge need right now to create more opportunities for all of us to experience common ground in health-enhancing ways. The attributes of compassion, discipline, and teamwork that you've demonstrated will serve you well as you move into the next phase of your education at San Jose State University. Having also been a first-generation college student myself, I can assure you you are changing your family's histories in ways you've yet to even imagine. Please accept this $2,000 award on behalf of the pioneers in Granada High School Physical Education, Janet, Lois, and Donna and their families. And congratulations and good luck. Thank you.
Our next award is the African American Scholars Project Scholarship, and our presenter is Dr. Maisa Beasley is our presenter. Sorry about that.
Thank you, Mr. Gomes, who was my PE teacher when I was at Granada over 20 years ago. I didn't. That's okay. Okay, great. Glad we got that out of the way. Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Maisha Beasley, and I am a graduate of Granada High School, so congratulations to the class of 2018. Could Mr. Tommy Reeves come to the front? As Tommy stands, I would like to just share a little bit about the African American Scholars Project with you. I graduated from University of San Francisco with my doctorate in 2016 and came back home with the thought that I would be working just at University of San Francisco as an assistant dean. But very quickly I realized that Livermore, my hometown, needed a little bit of an extra support for their African American students. So with the help of the school board and the vice principal, so I'd like to recognize Vanjie Sudjan and Roxana Mohammed, I decided to come in as a volunteer first and just work with students around social and emotional wellness in the schools and college preparedness. Very quickly after that, they asked me to create a whole project, and I said, why not? And that project consists of small groups every 2 weeks, field trips to 4 colleges over the course of the year, and incentive programs like a trip to Facebook. And that's where I'd like to start my story about Tommy Reeves. So Tommy knew that the incentive program required you to be at each Saturday Academy, each small group, and to maintain a GPA of a 2.7. But being the scholar that he has maintained a GPA of 4.07. So knowing that, Tommy made sure he was at every Saturday Academy, at every small group, so that he could go to Facebook. And what I saw when he got to Facebook was a kid with stars in his eyes. And little did I know that Tommy wants to be a computer science major when he gets to college. And he got into his first choice, UC Irvine, and he will be attending UC Irvine in the fall with pursuing his college science degree. Let me tell you a little bit about Tommy at Granada. He's taken AP courses in chemistry, biology, computer science, history, European history, calculus, literature, honors in English 9 and 10. And he has taken AP computer science courses. I could tell you about all the scholars, all the things that Tommy has completed academically, but what I'd like to end with is who Tommy is as a person. When Tommy came into the Academic Scholars Program at its conception last spring, he started off by being quiet and being an observer of the room. Tommy leaves as a leader, as an advocate, and as a future leader of our community, not only Livermore, but of the African American community. And I'm so proud to present Tommy with the first ever African American Scholars Project Scholarship Award. Congratulations.
The Livermore Management Association Scholarship is our next award, and our presenter is Vice Principal Evangeline Sugden.
Thank you. Good evening. The Livermore Management Association is dedicated to encouraging, rewarding, and expanding the opportunities for students who want to continue their educational experience and be in the first in their family to do so. That is why we have granted 2 $750 scholarships to 1 Granada student and 1 Livermore High student. In addition to requiring the applicants to be the first in their family to attend a 2-year or 4-year college or university, the recipient's grades, work experience, and community involvement were also considered. This year, we are pleased to award the Granada LMA Scholarship to a very worthy recipient, Olivia Howe. Oh, she's right here. But wait, there's more. Olivia is our Red Cross Club president at Granada. She was also the Kids Against Hunger event team leader. She helped organize and package meals for underprivileged communities. She has done mission work in summers through the Sierra Service Project, and she has been a Vacation Bible School camp counselor over the years. Additionally, Olivia is an athlete. She played tennis at Granada all 4 years and has been awarded Scholar Athlete recognition each year. She is an award-winning choral musician and has scored first place in the club-level Rotary Speech Competition and 3rd place in the Greater Area Rotary Speech Contest. As far as academics go, Olivia is an incredible student. She plans to attend Gonzaga University in the fall. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me to congratulate the LMA First Generation Award winner for Granada High School, Olivia Howe.
Give a nice warm welcome to our next presenter, Vice Principal Tori Haw, and she will be awarding the Rios, oh, go ahead and clap, that's fine. The Rios Haggerty Scholarship.
I know. Good evening. 10 years ago, Gloria Rios, the Director of Purchasing in the Livermore Valley Joint Unified School District, was honored by the California School Employees Association as the Business Administrator of the Year. Ms. Rios accepted the $10,000 award and immediately used all of it to create a scholarship program to benefit graduating seniors from both Livermore and Granada high schools. Now, Alameda County Supervisor Scott Haggerty has continued the scholarship, doubling it to make it a $1,000 award given in the name of Gloria Rios to the Granada senior who is an outstanding business student. The winner of the award for 2018 is Samantha Gray. Where are you? Where is she? All right. Samantha is relatively new to Granada, having moved from New York following her sophomore year, close to where I grew up in New York, so that's kind of cool. In her 2 years at Granada, she has jumped right in with the school and community. She works at the Livermore Valley Tennis Club and has given piano performances in both solo competitions and chamber groups. She is heavily involved in DECA and is the manager of our student-run cafe, Cafe Olay. Samantha has attended several DECA career development and leadership conferences, which have allowed her to gain the knowledge and skills in the business industry while developing professionalism, confidence, and management skills. Samantha is also an excellent student. She plans to attend the University of Nevada at Reno in the fall. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Rios Haggerty Award winner for Granada High School, Samantha Gray.
Next up, ladies and gentlemen, our presenter is Carolyn Siegfried, and she's representing the Pedrosi Foundation Scholarships. And we're going to ask that when we call your name, students, if you just go ahead and stand here in front of the stage, I think that's where we're going to handle that today. So let's give a nice hand to Carolyn Siegfried, please.
Thank you, Mr. Gomes. I'm, as you mentioned, Carolyn Siegfried, the Executive Director of the Pedrosi Foundation, and I'm joined this evening by Nancy Stoyer, who is a board member for the foundation and chair of our scholarship committee. And the Pedrosi Foundation awards scholarships only to graduates of the Livermore High Schools. And this evening, we're recognizing that we have awarded scholarships to 52 Granada students, totaling for a total of $207,000 in awards this year. Since 2008, the foundation has awarded $4 million in scholarships to 1,100 graduates of the Livermore schools.
So the Pedrosi Scholarship Foundation was established by Mario Pedrosi, a Livermore businessman who left his estate as a gift to the community. Now a unique and valuable community asset, the foundation helps Livermore students achieve their education and career goals through scholarships and other resources. Other community members have joined Mario by fully funding scholarships. In fact, this year, 4 scholarships for current Granada High recipients are funded by community members, including the $10,000 John Houghton STEM Scholarship awarded to Rachel Sylvester. We are proud to support local students and hope these scholarships not only lessen the financial burden for students and their parents, but also encourage students to dream big.
Yep, so we invite Mr. Gomes to read the names of this year's recipients.
Soshi Ayala, Willow Ayers, Somasai Kumar Badri, Destiny Balsh, Nicole Bartels, Cassidy Bates, Jessica Bennett, John Bennett, Sierra Bolar, Gabriella Bond, Chloe Brickwaddell, Julia Cleric, Ashley Cole, Shahaf Dan, Andrew DeVita, Eileen Dominguez de Alba, Weston Everett, Andrea Flores, Dominic Giuliano, Ashley Guerrero, Olivia Howe, Jaden Husser, Madeline Kruger, Nikhil Kumar, Matthew Lawrence, Mason Leiden, Sarah Morgan, Sarah Ng, Brittany Ortiz, Sheridan Peters, Maya Pillon, Connor Rasma, Lauren Rogers, Adrian Rooney, Sierra Rose, Rachel Roeder, Diana Salguero, Manakishi Singhal, Sophia St. Clair, Matthew Stepanek, Connor Sweeney, Rachel Sylvester, Fabiola Valle, Karen Vasquez, Hong Vu, Andrew Walker, Justin Watson, Molly Wharton, Nathan Wilson, Heather Wolk, Hunter Woofenden, Erica Yang. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2018 Pedrosi recipients. All right, you guys, I'm not sure how we're going to handle this photo op. Mr. Bronson, do you want to stand right over here? Or how do you want to do this? Oh, that's spectacular. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a hand again to our recipients. Head on over there. Yeah, go that way. If I could have our amazing counseling staff come on up here, please. Tyler Johnston, Sylvie Langben, Danielle Watson. If you guys could come on up here, please, that'd be great. And it's the Counseling and Career Center Scholarship. Let's give them a nice round of applause, please. And you know what? I have a feeling that the photo op may interrupt the counseling awards. So at this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost at halftime. So go ahead and turn to the person next to you and say, isn't this a really cool place to have an award ceremony? So go ahead and say that, please. Yeah, that's good. Go ahead. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
All right, this year, Granada High School's Counseling and Career Center has initiated a $500 scholarship for one student who will be entering a career pathway of psychology, sociology, or education. We evaluated our applicants based on grades, high school course selection, work experience, and community involvement. We are excited to encourage and reward students who want to continue their educational experience and give back to their community through working in mental health or education. So please help me congratulate our first recipient of the Counseling and Career Center Scholarship, Alexandra Crivello.
Our next presenter is Vice Principal Matthew Hart, and the award is the Granada Supporter Club Scholarships.
Granada Supporters is our parent-teacher organization that was first established in 1968 by a group of dedicated parents who rallied together to contribute time, talent, and funds to support Granada High School. In its early years, it helped to fund and build our athletic stadium and put up the lights on the field. Granada Supporters' dedicated backing of Granada High School has not wavered. In recent years, they have financed everything from mock trial competitions to a new digital photo lab, a beautiful new paint job in the small gym, providing new computers for the Granada Library, new tables and stools and ceramics, and a garden that I've been working on for a year and a half. Granada Supporters run bingo at Granada every Saturday and are able to raise money for all programs at Granada High School. They're an amazing group of people to work with. Just a round of applause for the Granada Supporters. They're fantastic. If you need money, they give it for school. For over 35 years, the Granada Supporters have awarded scholarships to two outstanding graduating seniors, a girl and a boy, who manifest Granada pride in everything they do. I now have the pleasure of announcing the first winner of the Granada Supporters $1,000 scholarship winner. Please join me, Lauren Palma. Lauren is an excellent student and has taken on various leadership and athletic roles while at Granada. She has been a member of the Granada varsity cheer team during her time at Granada. This year, she was also a member of our school's first ever stunt team as well. That's amazing, a stunt team. That's amazing. In leadership, Lauren played an important role working with the other students involved in publicity. She could always be counted upon to go above and beyond. While the trials and tribulations of high school are not always easy, you never know that by looking at Lauren. She always has a smile on her face and is an incredibly positive person. Lauren will be attending Cal State East Bay in the fall. Congratulations, Lauren. And now I'd like to invite Jacob Murdoch to join me as the second winner of this year's Granada Supporters $1,000 scholarship. A member of the stunt team would have entered from that side without the stairs. That's okay. Jacob is also an excellent student. He has been a member of the Granada High basketball program since becoming a Matador. His accomplishments on the court earned him a TV 30 Athlete of the Week award this year and helped Granada High reach the NCS playoffs. He served as team captain for the varsity basketball team and led the team in rebounds and was second in points scored. His efforts earned him EBAL All-League honorable mention. While Jacob was never officially in the leadership class or a class officer, you may not know that by the amount of time and effort he put into helping at school functions. He was always incredibly polite and helpful, which shows the example of his character. He plans on attending University of Oregon in the fall. Congratulations, Jacob.
Mr. Hart, the stunt team is a competitive cheerleading group, not Hollywood stunt people. I just wanted to... Sorry, just to clarify. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, Tiffany Gatehouse, Natasha Storty, Kelly Dreef, and Liz Watson, the Granada High School Leadership Awards.
All right, so we're going to start off by recognizing our senior ASB officers. So we have stoles for you to wear at graduation. So first we have President Sophia St. Clair. Next we have Vice President Caitlin Hines. Rally Commissioner Isaac Guerrero, Publicity Chair Peyton Fields, and Recognition Chair Brody Nevis. Thank you for all your hard work this year, ASB officers.
Okay, so this is our Outstanding ASB Officer Award. So this ASB officer ensured that Granada was the best that it could be. Anybody that knows her passion for Granada. She graciously, and seemingly effortlessly planned multiple events for the Granada community to enjoy and dealt with problems with such ease. The student is driven and compassionate, which has led her to already be a world changer. Not only did she plan multiple events at Granada, but she also organized various community outreach events to provide relief for those in need. She truly understands that being a leader extends past Granada into the community at large. I've told her this before, and it couldn't be more true. I honestly could not imagine a better ASB president to work with this year. Sophia St. Clair's impact on Granada's campus will not soon be forgotten. For that, I have the privilege of presenting her with the Outstanding ASB Officer Award.
All right, so as Sophia gets her award, we'll go to our Outstanding Leadership Award. There are so many wonderful things I could say about this next person, but I will keep it pretty simple. Her passion for Granada is infectious. I have watched her grow from a somewhat timid freshman in the leadership class to a dedicated, hardworking leader of our campus. She has become a true cornerstone in the leadership class at Granada. I always know she will do whatever it takes to make her events a success. Her attention to detail, her kind heart and passion for making her school a better place is above and beyond those around her. I have never taught a leadership class without her in it, so I know it sounds cliche, but it's gonna be weird. Like, I cannot imagine leadership without Katie Hines. So thank you, Katie, or should I say Caitlin Hines, for all you have done to make these years memorable. I am so proud to present to you with the Outstanding Leadership Award. All right, so now we have Liz Watson and Kelly Dreef.
There are teachers who inspire students, and then there are students who inspire teachers. As advisors to the class of 2018, we were fortunate enough to encounter several officers who fit that description. But one officer in particular went above and beyond in everything that she did and everything that she continues to do.
Rachel Sylvester was chosen as class president by her peers for junior year, and she immediately focused on the goals for her entire class. Her approach always aimed for efficiency and inclusivity. She never lost sight that she was leading a class of over 500 individuals.
I distinctly remember several occasions when I would ask Rachel if she could help us do something or get something done, only to find out she'd already completed the task 3 days before. As an officer, Rachel is level-headed and compassionate, but I think what makes Rachel truly extraordinary is her ability to take on so many tasks at once, while never letting even the smallest details slip through her fingers. Rachel balances rigorous academics, meaningful friendships, and her role as a leader so seamlessly that often all that was left for us to do as her advisors was to stand back with looks of admiration on our faces.
We know that your fellow classmates, our faculty, and staff have all benefited from your strength and commitment as class president.
Rachel, it has been our honor, pleasure, and humble experience to work as your advisors these past few years.
Thank you for letting us guide you, and thank you for being such an exemplary officer.
Now, as amazing as Rachel is, she couldn't have accomplished all of this on her own. So we would like to take a moment and honor the other class officers for the class of 2018.
Our president is Rachel Sylvester. Vice president is Madeline Kruger. Treasurer, Kennard Desai. Secretary, Maya Fiorella. Director of Public Relations, Heather Wolk. And 2 Director of Photography, Matthew Stepanek and Kylie Moore.
Michelle Miller will be our next presenter, and the Red Cross Club Awards are...
Good evening. Donating blood is one of the few activities at a high school campus that students from all backgrounds can choose to participate in. When a young person decides to partake in a blood drive, whether it be as a volunteer or donating blood, they are affecting more lives than we can count. Many who begin their donations in high school become lifelong donors. This year, Granada High School collected 177 pints of blood and directly saved a possible 531 lives. The following students are being recognized for their dedication in their donation to this life-saving cause. I'm going to call you up. If you could come join me. Dominic Giuliano, Kendra Battle, Dana Reddig, and Jenna Sisek. Did I do it right? This year, Dominic is our single gallon donor and receiving his gallon pin. Congratulations. Kendra and Dana have both been able to donate 3/4 or 6 pints in total over the years of their donations. And Jenna is a 5/8 gallon or 5-pint donor to this point. Congratulations. Really quickly, for the sake of time, I'm not going to have all of them join me up here, but if you could join us over for a photograph. We could not do this without our club officers. This year, all of which were seniors. They've spent many, many hours and have put countless effort, time, work, and ongoing into the Red Cross Club and the blood drives that we hold 3 times a year at Granada High School. Caitlin Morris, Olivia Howe, Alexis Trujillo, Susanna Red, Emily Harrison, Riley Mail, and Nahali. Can you join us over for a photograph, please? Thank you.
Next up, the DECA Honor Awards, and our presenter is Debbie Nelson.
DECA is a student organization that prepares future leaders and entrepreneurs in the area of marketing, finance, hospitality, and management. Each year, many students serve in leadership positions and help to run our chapter. Tonight, I'd like to express my appreciation to the following students for the countless personal hours they have given over their high school career. Georgia Higgins, Samantha Gray, and Alexis Trujillo. Thank you very much.
Next up are the Red Honor Cords for Community Service. Our presenter is Danielle Watson, and we're going to ask our recipients to go ahead and stand in front of the stage.
The Red Honor Cords are given to deserving Granada seniors for exceptional service to our school and our community. The students who will be receiving a Red Community Service Cord tonight have donated a combined 19,000 hours of their time during their high school years. These students have helped children, elderly, veterans, those who are hungry, and those who are developmentally disabled. They have worked at Camp Campbell, Camp Arroyo, YMCA Camp, and Summer Nature Camp. Granada students have shopped with a cop, built bikes, and stopped hunger now. In addition to participating in Granada clubs such as Interact, Meet a We, Red Cross Club, and the Health Club, they have given their time to community organizations such as Valley Humane Society, Tri-Valley Haven, and Open Heart Kitchens. Churches, synagogues, Hindu temples, schools, hospitals, and libraries have all benefited from their talented hard work, compassion, and enthusiasm. Not only have our students volunteered in Livermore, they have given their time and talents to organizations throughout the Bay Area and as far away as Haiti, Costa Rica, and Thailand. At Granada, we are very proud of our students who gave 19,000 hours to better people's lives on our campus, in our community, and in the world. At this time, we would like to recognize those students who have completed 100 hours or more of community service. There's a lot of them, so please hold your applause until all seniors have been called and have come forward. Isabella Addington, Samantha Anderson, Jenna Bain, Destiny Balsh, Kira Bankhead Newen, Nicole Bartels, Cassidy Bates, Kendra Battle, Anne-Marie Beltran, Chloe Bennett, Jessica Bennett, Skylar Bowden, Sierra Bowler, Gabriella Bond, Chloe Brickwaddell, Samuel Burback, Trevor Campbell, Julia Cleric, Ashley Cole, Alexandra Crivello, Catherine Dabney, Shahaf Dan, Corinne Davies, Vincent DeSantis, Nahali Deshmukh, Connor Detfelson, sorry, Peyton Fields, Jesse Garcia, Catherine Gomez, Wendy Grande, Callie Grunder, Haley Grunder, Ashley Guerrero, Emily Harrison, Caitlin Hines, Jennifer Wong, Olivia Howe, Jaden Husser, Hannah Jacobson, Simon Jew, Kayla Karalamum, Nikhil Kumar, Natalie Martinez, Christina Mena, Claudia Meza, Kylie Moore, Angela Mora, Sophia Milius, Sarah Ing, Sheridan Peters, Maya Pillon, Brooke Powell, Connor Rasma, I told you there were a lot, Lauren Rogers, Maggie Rosenden, Rachel Roeder, Susanna Rudd, Hannah Sevilla, Zelly Silberman, Meenakshi Singhal, Brandon Sue, Sophia St. Clair, Kaylin Stow, Jasmine Suarez Jimenez, Connor Sweeney, Hannah Therian, Caitlin Thomas, Alexis Trujillo, Scott Vale, Juliana Van Fossen, Huang Vu, Justin Watson, Mackenzie West, Molly Wharton, Chandler Wollenwaber, Shannon Yan, and Amanda Zeck. Congratulations.
Next up, ladies and gentlemen, the North Coast Section Athletic Director of the Year is our presenter, Mr. Clark Conover. And once again, we're going to ask for our recipients to go ahead and stand in front of the stage. These are the Brown Honor Cords for sportsmanship in our athletic teams this year.
Brown Honor Cords are given in recognition for athletic sportsmanship, not only in competition, but on the practice field as well. Our fall sports first. Cross-country boys, John Bennett. Cross-country girls, Lindy Giraldi. Football, Ethan Drager. Yeah, you can come on up and get your cord. Tennis girls, Jennifer Stoner. Water polo boys, Ryan Phillips. Water polo girls, Lauren Furtado. Volleyball girls, Cassie Ward. Golf girls, Rachel Roeder. For winter sports, basketball boys, Jacob Murtock. Basketball girls, Sarah Wenzel. Cheerleading, Natalie Martinez. Dance, Hannah Therian. Boys soccer, Lafahu Malale. Soccer girls, Ashley Cole. Wrestling, Anthony Martinez. Our spring sports, baseball, Troy Wentworth. Golf, boys, John Takamura. Boys lacrosse, Colton Casey. Girls lacrosse, Emily Harrison. Softball, Angel Duffy. Swimming boys, Simon Jew. Swimming girls, Katie Dabney. Diving girls, Brooke Powell. Boys tennis, Weston Everett. Track and field boys, John Bennett. Track and field girls, Emily March. Volleyball boys, Ross Murray. Competitive cheer, Lauren Palma. Please give them a round of applause. Great job, guys. Make sure you head on back and get your picture with Mr. Bronson. The next honor goes to our Senior Athletes of the Year. This award is given in recognition of the top male and female athletes. Their names will be engraved on the perpetual trophy stored at Granada High School. This year's recipients are John Bennett and Emily March.
The sponsoring organization for our next award is the California Department of Education, and it is for the State Seal of Biliteracy. Our presenters are the members of our World Language Department, Barbara Cedar, Kelly Dreef, Martha Gracia, Ashley Story, and Maria Elena Ventura.
This award is given to students who have demonstrated competency in both English and a world language. They must be proficient in the English language arts. They must also have successfully completed 4 years of a world language or passed the AP exam in a world language with a 3 or better. They also must be considered orally proficient in their world language. We ask that you hold your applause until all seniors have been called, and I again apologize, like I always do, for mispronouncing any last names or first names. So if you get the award, you're probably the right person. All right, here we go. Sochito Ayala, Soma Sai Kumar Badri, Destiny Balch, Cassidy Bates, Kendra Battle, Valeria Belmontes Casillas, Sierra Bolar, Gabrielle Bond, Jenna Camargo, Haley Cooper, Shahaf Dan, Corinne Davies, Samuel DaCosta, Tori Deal, Aileen Dominguez de Alba, Jacqueline Elias Catano, Nicole Fairbanks, Lauren Ferrado, Jesse Garcia, Wednesday Grande Ansora, Javier Guerra, Ashley Guerrero, Valeria Gutierrez, Araceli Hernandez Garcia, Georgia Higgins, Gunnar Hollingshouse, Lexi Homan, Christopher Kilday, Erica Laren, Richard Liu, Riley Mail, Manuel Martinez, Grace Massingale, Christina Mena, Alondra Mercado Barrios, Kylie Moore, Sarah Morgan, Caitlin Morris, Ross Murray, Sarah Ng, Sheridan Peters, Ryan Phillips, Nufi Pokum, Brooke Powell, Alexandra Ramirez, Connor Rosma, Benjamin Roberts, Lauren Rogers, Sierra Rose, Marguerite Rosenden, Rachel Roeder, Jasmine Sanabria Macias, Madeline Schaefer-Staley, Christopher Schoenholtz, Zali Zimmerman, Manu Singhal, Jasmine Suarez Jimenez, Connor Sweeney, Philin Swift, Rachel Sylvester, Noel Tam, Caitlin Thomas, Rebecca Valdovinos, Fabiola Valle, Karen Vasquez, Hong Vu, Ariana Walling, Justin Watson, Mackenzie West, Heather Welk, Hunter Wolfenden, Kristen Wong, Shannon Yan, Andreas Sayala, and Lin Cheng Zong.
Our sponsoring organization for the next award is the Livermore Valley Joint Unified School District, and the award is the Fluent English Proficiency Award, and our presenter is Vice Principal Tori Ha.
Tonight, we honor a student at Granada that began her student life in high school as an English language learner. She has put in many hours and worked diligently to learn and master the English language. Recently, she met the criteria for reclassification, and I am proud to say that she is now qualified to be classified as fluent English proficient. Please join me in acknowledging and celebrating her achievement. This is for Maria Alguin Rodriguez. Hi, me again. I have the next award as well. This is a new award this year that, due to some students, myself and the counselors were talking and were inspired to create this new recognition for some of our students. This year we have a new award to recognize growth and change. The inspiration for this award are the inaugural recipients themselves. Each of the following students have had some challenges, either in their personal or academic journey, at some point during their 4 years at Granada. For a time, they may not have lived up to their potential and put their progress in a little bit of jeopardy. However, like a phoenix who rises from the ashes, each of these students reset and refocused, and I am so very proud to watch each of them walk across the stage next Friday. So would the following students please come up, and I will give you a chord after I say everyone's name. Jacqueline Alvarez, Joseph Armas, Jorge Garcia, Caitlin Gosney, Manuel Landeros Mora, Nolan McCormick, Guadalupe Nieblas, Travis Palma, and Megan Sollins.
If I could have Mr. Caravu and Mr. Johnston join me on the stage, please. Our next award is the International Baccalaureate Diploma. Sponsoring organization is Granada High School. Let's give a nice hand to our presenters, please.
Good evening, everyone. As a Granada High grad myself, it gives me great pride to honor a very special group of students tonight. We are going to honor our first graduating class of International Baccalaureate Diploma candidates. These pioneering Granada High students took on the challenge of pursuing the IB Diploma in the very first year of the IB program at Granada. Our IB Diploma candidates have worked very hard to achieve the requirements of the program and to meet some of the highest international academic standards in education worldwide. They have completed all the requirements of the creativity, activity, and service component of the IB Diploma program, which has helped them to learn the importance of living balanced lives and that they can make a difference in the world through service. They did college-level research and writing and successfully completing their IB extended essays, and the skills they developed through doing this project have prepared them well for future academic and professional success. Additionally, they made it through all 6 of their rigorous IB classes and exams, plus their IB Theory of Knowledge class over 11th and 12th grades. And the high-level thinking, writing, and speaking they have done in all these classes will help them in the future in so many ways. We applaud this first of many groups to come of graduating Granada High IB Diploma candidates for persevering and overcoming the many challenges of the IB Diploma program. With their IB education in hand, we are confident that these students will go on to make important contributions to their communities and to our world, and will exemplify IB's mission of education for a better world. Congratulations to the pioneering graduating class of Granada High IB Diploma students. Will the following IB Diploma students please come up to the stage? Where's the list of names? sorry, there it is. Victoria Carroll. Julia Cleric. Austin DeLisser. Alejandro Gonzalez. Maida Liu. Christina Mena. Benjamin Roberts. Yasmin Suarez Jimenez. And Ariana Walling. Congratulations once again to our pioneering graduating class of IB diploma candidates. Congratulations, guys. One more round of applause.
Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have our counselors once again and Senior Vice Principal Tori Haw. Is that correct? And we're going to go ahead and handle the Blue Honor Cords for Academic Excellence. These are students who have earned a grade point average of 3.75 or above. Is that correct?
So the Blue Cord recognizes students who've had outstanding academic success over their 4 years in high school. We'd like to acknowledge these students with the Blue Honor Cord. All of these students are graduating from Granada with a cumulative GPA of a 3.75 or above. We ask that you hold your applause until all seniors have been called to come forward. Okay. Samantha Anderson, Somasai Kumar Badri, Anna Bailey, Destiny Balch, Aiden Barnhouse, Nicole Bartels, Cassidy Bates, Kendra Battle, Chloe Bennett, Jessica Bennett, John Bennett, Carlo Bilbao, Grant Blockley, Gabriella Bond, Leo Borg, Chloe Brickwaddell, John Bueno, Jenna Camargo, Yuan Ching Tsao, Ashley Cole, Brian Coy, Shahaf Dan, Sierra Dean, Samuel DaCosta, Austin DeLisser, Kinar Desai, Nahali Deshmukh, Tori Deal, Kaylee DePaula, Andrew DeVita, Aylin Dominguez de Alba, Ethan Drager, Chase Dunn, Zion English, Weston Everett, Lauren Ferrado, Dominic Giuliano, Hayden Glasgow, Miles Gomez, Alejandro Gonzalez, Samantha Gray, Callie Grunder, Haley Grunder, Javier Guerra. Part 2.
Students' last names H to N. Chad Hemming, Araceli Hernandez Garcia, Georgia Higgins, Caitlin Hines, Jennifer Hong, Gunnar Hollingshouse, Lexi Homan, Olivia Howe, Jaden Husser, Francesca Hyde, Jenna Jorgensen, Sarah Keeler, Kayla Karalamum, Sabrina Karalamum, Christopher Kilday, Nikhil Kumar, Erica Larone, Emery Larson, Matthew Lawrence, Casey Long, Maida Liu, Mason Leiden, Nico Macchione, Zachary McDonald, Riley Mail, Grace Masingale, Brennan Mock, Kylie Moore, Sarah Morgan, Kira Munkner, Ross Murray, Kylie Mazal, Tyler Nauman, Alyssa Nava, Sarah Eng.
I'm coming in with the end of the alphabet. Clelia Opapari, Rayanelli Orlino, Brittany Ortiz, Kylie Panasuk, Sheridan Peters, Maya Pion, Robert Pinkston, Brooke Powell, Noah Rakestraw, Connor Rasma, Thomas Reeves, Dana Redding, Benjamin Roberts, Mitchell Rosarito, Lauren Rogers, Adrian Rooney, Sierra Rose, Marguerite Rosenden, Rachel Roeder, Susanna Rudd, Hannah Sevilla, Riley Shepard, Meenakshi Singhal, Nicholas Sloan, Melina Solari, Benjamin Sproul, Sophia St. Clair, Matthew Stepanek, Zachary Paul Stewart, Jennifer Stoner, Kaylin Stowe, Jessica Sunderland, Connor Sweeney, Philin Swift, Rachel Sylvester, Noel Tam, Kaylin Thomas, Andy Tran, Alexis Trujillo, Fabiola Val, Jason Van Bladel, Evan Vasconcelos, Karen Vasquez, Huang Vu, Andrew Walker, Ariana Walling, Caitlin Wang, Cassandra Ward, Justin Watson, Chloe Wilson, Heather Wolk, Hunter Woofenden, Kristen Wong, Cameron Wu, Shannon Yan, Erica Yang, Amanda Zek, Li Chang Zong, Adam Zhu, and Emma Zika. Everybody, now we can all clap. Congratulations to these outstanding students, and if you can all go towards the back and take your big group picture. Thank you.
I could have the Granada High staff prepare to pass out our white honor cords for special department merit. Each department gives out honor cords to recognize students with distinguished achievement and a demonstration of a true affinity in a particular subject matter. Students receiving the department honor cords are selected by faculty. A white cord is combined with another color to make a unique cord to represent each department on campus. Seniors whose names are called are to come forward to receive their cord and remain up front until all cords are awarded. The English department is first. Lisa Jose, Tiffany Gatehouse, Jeremy Matern, and Madeline Munoz will be helping to present. The color combination is white and navy. When an English department chooses white cord candidates, we look for students who have gone above and beyond what is expected of our English students. They are typically students who have challenged themselves in all 4 years with honors, AP, and IP classes, and have not done well in those classes, but have shown a true passion for the craft of writing and interpreting literature. So once again, the white and navy cords. So while they're getting those awards together, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a nice round of applause to this church. What an unbelievable facility we have today. I was tempted to just ask you to open up your hymnals to page 145, but we won't quite get there. All right, once again, these are the white and navy color combinations. English is our category. Samantha Anderson, Gabby Bilbao, Grace Massengale, Sierra Rose, Connor Sweeney, Matthew Stepanek, Rachel Sylvester, and Kristen Wong. And we're going to ask that you guys stay here because I have a feeling, Gabby, some of you are going to be repeat performers. Next category is white and purple. It's for social science. Oh, yeah, they were the 3.75s up there, which is... Next, we have white and purple social science. We're being joined up here by Don McCombs, Summer Newkirk, and Jacqueline Pang. These students were selected for their demonstration of passion for social sciences. They took challenging AP and IB coursework and offered thought-provoking participation in classroom discussions. Once again, the white and purple. Anna Bailey, Julia Cleric, Dominic Giuliano, Brennan Mock, Alyssa Nava, Zachary Paul Stewart, Rachel Sylvester, and Ariana Walling. Once again, white and purple for social science. Joining us up here from the science department, Will Razor, Amanda Cleveland, Terry Grass, Liz Lopez, and Tom Scheffler. The color combination for science is white and turquoise. The following students have been selected by their teachers for a science department cord acknowledging their independent research, academic performance, science coursework, and passion for the pursuit of knowledge in the area of science. Samantha Anderson, Gabriel Bond, Ashley Cole, Mason Leiden, Manikashi Singal, Benjamin Sproul, Phillian Swift, and Erica Yang. Once again, white turquoise science. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, that unbelievable color combination of turquoise white with a double helix, and you know that means biotechnology pathway. We're joined up here by Liz Lopez. The double helix cord is given to students who have completed Granada High School biotechnology curricular pathway. The pathway has two options: a technical pathway that involves a series of required skill-based courses in biotechnology, and a university pathway that includes additional advanced courses and a student project. Samantha Anderson, Nicole Bartels, Chloe Bennett, Gabriella Bond, Skylar Bowden, Nahali Dusmuk, Dominic Giuliano, Javier Guerra, Olivia Howe, Simon Ju, Madeline Kruger, Salila Opapari, Ryanelli Orlino, Brooke Powell, Connor Rasma, Susanna Rudd, Riley Shepard, Hong Vu, Cassandra Ward, and Sarah Wenzel. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, turquoise and white with a double helix. Joining us up here from the mathematics department, Julian Avila, Nicole Avila, Matthew Clifton, Brian Hahn, David Moore, and Kenan Willis. The white and cardinal color combination. These students who are receiving this award have demonstrated an affinity for math, have challenged themselves in math courses they took, and have been a leader in their math classes here at Granada High School. The math department would like to recognize the following students: Samantha Anderson, John Bennett, Gabriella Bond, Nico Macchioni, Sierra Rose, Minkashi Singal, Karen Vasquez, and Li Shang Zhang. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, white and cardinal in the area of mathematics. World Language is our next department. Representing that department will be Barbara Cedar, Kelly Dreeth, Martha Gracia, Ashley Story, and Maria Elena Ventura. The World Language Cord has been awarded to students who have not only exhibited a love for language, but have also shown a dedication by taking the highest level of courses offered, used their world language outside the walls of school, and have been exemplary language students to fellow classmates. For ASL, Kaylee D. Paula. ASL also Caitlin Gosney. In the area of Spanish, Wenzi Grande Anzora, Gunnar Hollinghouse. In the area of French, Caitlin Morris. In Spanish, Sierra Rose. In French, Hong Vu. In Spanish, Justin Watson. And in Spanish, Ido Weinberger. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the white and green cord, world language. Representing the Physical Education Department, Kim Richardson, the white and brown color combination. The following students are being honored with a PE cord for their enthusiasm and dedication to physical education. They have challenged themselves by taking more advanced PE courses, and they are an inspiration to their fellow students. Our recipients of the white and brown cord are Daisy Armerding, Araceli Hernandez Garcia, and Jared Medar. White and copper. You guys want to guess? Jake? Okay, just, sorry. That stands for industrial technology, Jake. The white and copper does. Don Danner is our presenter. The industrial arts includes areas such as architecture, engineering, robotics, manufacturing, automobile technology. 2 students were selected to receive an industrial technology honor cord for their profound interest in the industrial arts. They took challenging coursework in their industrial technology pathway and demonstrated the skills needed to be successful in their field. The recipients are Nicholas Hill and Anthony Martinez. White and bronze, computer technology, computer science and technology. We are joined up here by Mr. Kenan Willis. The following students have been selected by their teachers for a computer science cord, acknowledging their passion, talent, commitment, and future aspirations in the field of computer science. The recipients are Zion English, Jennifer Huang, Manuel Landeros, Nico Macchioni, and Caitlin Wang. CTE Culinary Arts, color combination white and maroon. And joining us up here, Busi Ellis Do Amaral. The following students have been selected for a CTE cord acknowledging their passion, hard work, and creativity in the culinary arts. And our recipients are Lena Falcon and Jessica Sunderland. We have some varied color combinations coming up, ladies and gentlemen, all in the area of visual and performing arts, with Deb Bailey, Keith Pickering Walters, Laura Thornier, and Jeffrey Watts. Kindly come on up here. The following students have been selected by their teachers for a department cord acknowledging their skill, talent, and commitment to visual and performing arts. The Visual Arts Department cord, white and pink. The recipients, Vincent DeSantis and Connor McLean. The white and light blue cord, Performing Arts Department cord, the recipients are in orchestra, Raymond Borden, orchestra, Leo Borg, band, Andrew DeFida, and orchestra, Jessica Sunderland. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the white and light blue cord. The Art Department awards are a special pink, blue, and white cord to students who have successfully completed 8 visual and performance art courses and have completed a senior project specific to their chosen department. The following students are receiving a special visual performing arts cord. The visual and performing arts cord with the senior project is pink, blue, and white. And the recipients are Joshua Estiva, Haley Jones, Simon Jew, Elizabeth Kennedy, Marley Lake, Nicholas Legat, Caitlin Naig, Sierra Stone, Connor Sweeney, and Alyssa Tett. Next color combination is white and orange. These students have been outstanding in their completion of one of Granada High School's regional occupation programs. These programs include internship, experience, community classroom hours, and the learning of life skills, all of which prepare these students for careers in their chosen field. The department is ROP, with Danielle Watson up here, in the area of specificity is children, and the recipient, Chandler Woolenweber. In the area of specificity of medical occupations, the recipient is Soshi Ayala. Sports Medicine and Athletic Training, the recipient, Miles Gomez. Business and Marketing, the recipient is Leonardo Duarte Escamilla. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a nice hand to all of our department cord recipients. Well done. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce our next presenter, Principal P.J. Daly.
Once again, good evening. In the fall of your junior year, talking to you students, most of you joined 1.5 million other high school students from 22,000 high schools across the country and took the PSAT. Of those 1.5 million students, about 34,000 students, that's about the top 2% or so, are recognized for their outstanding academic promise. These students are considered National Merit Commended Scholars. This year, we have 13 commended scholars from Granada High School. Students, when you hear your name, please come forward. Andrew DeVita, Weston Everett, Jennifer Hong, Christopher Kilday, Matthew Lawrence, Nico Macchioni, Sarah Morgan, Robert Pinkston, Benjamin Sproul, Philin Swift, Rachel Sylvester, Hyung Vu, and Erica Yang. Let's give these students a round of applause. Semifinalists for the National Merit Scholarship are the highest scoring entrants in each state. They represent the top 1% of our state's senior students. Beyond the semifinalists are the National Merit Scholar finalists. To be considered as a finalist for the National Merit Scholarship, semifinalists must submit a detailed scholarship application, which includes high school courses and grades, information about extracurricular and volunteer activities, awards, and leadership positions. They must have an outstanding academic record, be endorsed and recommended by a school official, and write a self-descriptive essay. In addition, they must earn an SAT score that confirms their qualifying PSAT. We are proud to announce that this year, Granada not only had 3 semifinalists, but all 3 of those semifinalists went on to become National Merit finalists this year. Students, when you hear your name, please come forward. Emery Larson, Meenakshi Singhal, and Caitlin Wang. Let's give these students a round of applause, please. One more time, let's give our national semifinalists as well as our finalists a round of applause. Unfortunately, I have the next 3 awards here, so I can do a photo op afterwards. If you guys want to take a seat, go ahead. Next up, we have our co-valedictorians. The class of 2018 is special in that we have 2 valedictorians, or as I just said, co-valedictorians. Your co-valedictorians are Philin Swift and Kristen Wong. Oh, you guys got to come up the stage for that. Come on. You guys got to come on top here. Don't worry, you don't have to do a stunt or anything. It's fine. Again, both Kristen and Philin are amazing and outstanding students. First, let me talk about Kristen. She has been a member of the Extreme Dance Force Company competition teams for her 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade year. She was team captain for 4 years. She has competed at 5 to 6 regional competitions and won national competition every year for the past 12 years. The teams won the National Grand Championship in 2016 at the KAR Dance Nationals. She also volunteers to teach children dance lessons and private lessons in all styles of dance. Kristen has also been involved with amateur judo and jiu-jitsu teams throughout high school. She has been the team captain there for 4 years. She received a black belt in 2016. Don't mess with her. She competes at 4 tournaments per year. She received first place in the Ohana tournament in 2014 and 2015, and the West Clovis Invitational tournament in 2015. Again, don't mess with her. Also, she volunteers to teach children self-defense classes. Kristen was a member of the Granada High School dance team for her freshman and sophomore year, where she performed at football games, basketball games, rallies, and other school events. While in high school, she's been a peer tutor where she works with middle and high school age students, tutoring them in math, science, and English language arts. Kristen's been a top scholar all 4 years in high school, where she earned over a 4.0 each trimester. She received Scholar Athlete Awards in 9th and 10th grade for earning a GPA over 4.0 while competing in interscholastic athletics. Some of the advanced classes she has taken at Granada include, but are not limited to, Honors Social Science 9, Honors Algebra 2, Honors English 9, AP European History, AP US History, AP Language and Composition, AP Calc BC, AP Biology, AP Government, AP Statistics, AP Environmental Studies, and AP Lit. Additionally, Kristen has taken a 10-hour course on the Bloomberg market concepts. She earned a certification by completing coursework on market concepts covering economics, currencies, fixed income, and equities. On top of all this, she's also fluent in Japanese. She plans to attend UC Berkeley in the fall. Ladies and gentlemen, one of your co-valedictorians, Kristen Wong. For our next co-valedictorian is Philin Swift. During his time at Granada, he has taken the following honors and advanced courses: Honors Algebra 2, Honors English 9, Honors Physics, AP European History, Honors English 10, IB French HL, IB Physics SLC, AP US History, AP Physics, AP Language, AP Calc BC, AP Biology, AP Environmental Science, and AP Government. He's an Eagle Scout and is involved with the Boy Scouts since 2011. Philin ran cross country and track here at Granada during his sophomore year, where he was awarded Scholar Athlete in 2015-16. He's been on the Principal's Honor Roll 2015, 2016, 2017, and you guessed it, 2018. He's also one of Granada's National Merit semifinalists this year. Philin's hobbies and interests include game design, music composition, drawing, and if you saw in our school newspaper, a sport called orienteering. For those of you not familiar with orienteering, it's a lesser-known Swedish sport which combines cross-country running through nature looking for checkpoints faster than your competitors. There's no specific route to take to find the checkpoints, and the runner has to find them with limited resources while trying to maintain a reasonable pace because, after all, it's a competition. They call it a thinking man's game. Phil will be attending UC Santa Barbara next fall, my alma mater. He hopes his orienteering will eventually take him to Edinburgh, Scotland, where the best orienteering team resides. Ladies and gentlemen, your other co-valedictorian, Philin Swift. One more time, let's go up to our co-valedictorians, Kristen and Philin. For the last student award of the evening is the Matador Award. The Matador Award is annually given to a student who personifies what it means to be a matador. This individual has tirelessly given themselves to the class of 2018 and Granada High School. This year, the award goes to Matthew Stepanek. Over the past 4 years, Matthew has been heavily involved with numerous school functions and activities. He's one of our senior class directors of photography. He has participated in various sports programs such as varsity track, varsity diving, and varsity men's volleyball. This year, he was one of the co-founders of the Humans of Granada Instagram campaign, which was modeled after the Humans of New York to create and show empathy for the Granada community. Matthew was part of the Homecoming for Houston relief effort team that raised both money and resource supplies for those suffering from the effects of Hurricane Harvey earlier this year. Matthew served a leading role in the last two homecoming skits. Last year he was Ferris Bueller, I believe, and this year he was an alien scientist who had a change of heart. Matthew is an AP Scholar with honor and served as president of the Dead Poets Society and vice president of the Mediation Club. Matthew is also an incredible student. He's taken a variety of honors and advanced courses while at Granada, taking courses such as Honors Algebra 2, Honors English 9, Honors English 10, AP European History, IB Lit and Lang, AP US History, AP Photography, AP Calculus BC, AP Government, AP Stats, and AP Bio. During his time at Granada, Matthew has exemplified what it means to be a Matador. Matthew plans on attending UC San Diego next year. Ladies and gentlemen, your Matador Award winner for the class of 2018, Matthew Stepanek.
If I could have the senior class officers join me up here on stage, Rachel, Madeline, Kenar, Maya, Heather, Matthew, and Kylie. ASB Vice President Sophia, President and VP Sophia and Katie. Ladies and gentlemen, the black and gold cords are given in recognition to members of the Granada High faculty. The senior class has selected these teachers for their invaluable assistance in caring over the last 4 years.
Okay, so first off, we would like to recognize one of our amazing math teachers here at Granada, Mr. Clifton. Through my own experience and many others alike here in this room, I have found that Mr. Clifton is undoubtedly the best math teacher I have ever had. He somehow makes calculus not only easy to understand, but also kind of fun at the same time, at least for me. I've had the pleasure of being in his math classes since my sophomore year, and within these 3 years, myself and others alike have witnessed not only the true passion he has for teaching what he loves, but also his pure heart and kindness that comes with it. We seniors will miss not only your superb ability to teach us how to solve for the area under a curve or even a triple integral, but also your intense weekly music challenges. Thank you for everything you have done to help our class succeed. I'm honored to award the most deserving Mr. Clifton the black and gold cord.
The next teacher we would like to recognize is not only a remarkable Spanish teacher, but a great friend to many students in the class of 2018. I've had the pleasure of being in Mrs. Dreeth's class a few years at Granada. Her ability to make an entire room laugh and smile is irreplaceable. Not many teachers are able to get every student to participate or enjoy class time, but this comes with ease for Mrs. Dreeth. She commits her time to teaching Spanish, but also teaching life lessons throughout her courses. She understands the individuality in each student and utilizes it to make a great learning environment, but to also make great friendships with her students. Here we present Mrs. Dreef with the black and gold cord to thank you for your time and dedication to our class.
The next teacher we'd like to recognize is a person who has had a great personal impact on not only myself, but many of you here tonight. In addition to being our MC tonight, he was my first high school coach, my fit teacher, and my first role model on campus. Throughout the years, I have come to realize just how much this man does for our school and just how much people love him for it, rightfully so. He teaches civics, advanced sports, and fit, as well as having a long tenure of coaching football and basketball at Granada. As a coach, he taught me how to be a good person on and off the field, and as a teacher, he made sure I did not get lost as a freshman. It was his charisma at rallies that first made me want to become involved at Granada, and now it is his friendship that has made me not want to leave it. For these reasons, it is my honor tonight of awarding Mr. Gomes the black and gold cord.
The next teacher we'd like to recognize is Mr. Hahn, who is a math teacher and has also guided our class through our first year at Granada during FIT. Many kids desperately hope to be in one of his classes throughout their 4 years at Granada.
Due to his one-of-a-kind teaching style and the personal connection he develops with his students. Mr. Hahn creates an exciting classroom and environment that can be recognized throughout the halls due to his hysterical jokes and stories he shares. As a teacher, he makes it a priority to hold his students accountable for their work, which in turn motivates and allows students to perform to the best of their abilities. Mr. Hahn's friendly attitude is contagious and leaves students coming out of the classroom in a better mood than before they entered, which for high schoolers is hard to do. Not only has he played an essential role in the academic success of our class, but he has also made an impact as a mentor to many students. It brings me great pleasure to present Mr. Hahn with the Black and Gold Cord.
The next teacher we would like to recognize is Mrs. Jost, or simply Jost. Jost has taught honors English, AP Literature, and Shakespeare to many of the students in this room. She also is head of the Granada newspaper, The Pomegranate, where she spends hours on end of her own time working with her student editors till each edition is perfect. Jost has a true passion for what she teaches, and because of that, she manages to make even Shakespeare a pretty entertaining class through all her live student reenactments. Many of the students in the crowd tonight know they can always come to her for anything, as she has become a true friend to all who have had the privilege to be her student. She truly cares for each of her students inside and outside of the classroom, and on behalf of the class of 2018, I'm honored to award her the Black and Gold Cord.
This next teacher is one that is especially near and dear to my heart, and to those of many of her class. As an English teacher, he has brought novels and lectures to life through his captivating and imaginative teaching style. He always encourages students to think outside their own frame of vision, opening their eyes to the world beyond. As a cross-country and track coach, he has inspired many athletes to push their limits and be the best in their fields. His presence as a teacher and a coach at Granada has influenced many to pursue their passions and be the best versions of themselves. For cultivating this culture of excellence and pride at Granada, we would like to present this Black and Gold Cord to Mr. Matern, more colloquially known as J-Town.
The next teacher we would like to recognize is a man that literally no one seems to dislike, Mr. McCombs. The first time I met Mr. McCombs, he was doing what he does best, being kind to anyone and everyone. I was walking down the hall, in the 300 hall, when he smiled at me, said hi, and shook my hand. It was a simple gesture, but it made my day. And now I have the pleasure every morning of shaking his hand as I walk into second period, where he lights up the room with his knowledge, humor, and genuine good spirit. He teaches social science classes at Granada and has become an integral part of our community. It is my great pleasure to award a Black and Gold Cord to one of the people who makes this school truly great, Mr. Don McCombs.
The next teacher we would like to recognize is Mrs. Munoz, or as most students call her, Moon. Mrs. Munoz has an undeniable passion for teaching English. She understands each student's needs and prompts them to become better students and better people. She is also known for her humor and bringing fun to her classroom. Mrs. Munoz is also passionate for dance, as she is a retired Raiderette and Granada's dance team advisor. We would like to thank you for your dedication to the team and outstanding teaching abilities and present you with the Black and Gold Cord.
The next teacher we'd like to recognize is Miss Summer Newkirk. Miss Newkirk began teaching our class freshman year in FIT. Now as an IB teacher, she has had some students from the class of 2018 for over 6 trimesters. Mrs. Newkirk has also been a mentor for students as the advisor for the Me to We Club. Students love Miss Newkirk because her classroom feels like a home. She is someone you can always trust, and she has an incredible sense of humor. She cares not just for her students' academic success, but about them as people. As a lifelong learner, she leads by example and is, as one student said, someone who any person can draw inspiration from. We'd like to thank Mrs. Newkirk for her impact on our class and present her with the Black and Gold Cord. The next teacher I'd like to recognize is Miss Jacqueline Pang, or better known as just Pang. Pang has taught our class in sophomore world history and in junior AP US history. Students love being in her class because she is engaging, personal, and extremely organized. Pang genuinely wants to see all her students succeed, and thanks to her unparalleled time and effort, they often do. Beyond her impact as a teacher, Pang constantly motivates and supports students' attempts to improve the school and the world around them. All year long, she has acted as an advisor and supporter of student-initiated campaigns, including Homecoming for Harvey, a drive to benefit victims of Hurricane Harvey, Humans of Granada, a social media page seeking to build empathy, and What Will It Take, a campaign to support victims of gun violence and explore possible solutions. It is my honor to present this award on behalf of the class of 2018. Thank you, Ms. Pang.
The next teacher I'd like to recognize is Mr. Rankin, who teaches social science and fit. Mr. Rankin was my very first teacher as a freshman, and once I entered his room, all the nerves and fear of high school went away. As a fit teacher, he encouraged his students to think outside the box and consider all pathways we can take to a prosperous future. His classroom is always an uplifting environment, and he pushes his students to perform to the best of their abilities and stick up for what they believe in. Mr. Rankin goes above and beyond the teaching requirements to make sure that we as students are prepared for adulthood and always take time to relate everything back to how it will help us in the real world. His experience as a teacher allows him to give kids the life lessons and tools we will need to succeed in life. I am honored to present Mr. Rankin the Black and Gold Cord for his dedication to our class and the impact he's made in many students' lives. And he's not here.
All right. This last award goes to someone who has provided a lot of support for our class, whether it is coming out to after-school fundraisers or keeping us safe during all our senior activities. This person has always gone above and beyond for our class. As our class vice principal, Ms. Ha is near and dear to our hearts, and her endless jokes and warm smiles are always a welcome sight on any day. She has touched the hearts of many, and is always helping students make the right choices. She truly cares about every one of her students. Ms. Ha, we would like to thank you for your dedication and effort by presenting you with this black and gold cord.
We would also like to recognize our ASB advisors, Ms. Storty and Ms. Gatehouse, for the countless hours that they have put into helping the class of 2018 and to making Granada a better place.
I have spent the last 10 trimesters in the leadership class with Gatehouse as my teacher, but everyone in leadership knows our work doesn't end when the bell rings. She's dedicated so many hours outside the school day while having 2 kids. I started, as she had said earlier, in leadership at the same time as her. I have spent 4 years with her, and she does everything she can to help us, and I don't know how I'm going to start next year as my first year in 4 years without her as a teacher, and I just can't thank her for everything she's done for me in the last 4 years.
And although this was Storty's first year teaching at Granada, she has made an enormous impact on our campus. Thank you for taking on all the responsibilities of homecoming from the very beginning and for always encouraging leadership students to try something new. And even though your time at Granada was short, your impact will stay with students forever, as well as your positive attitude and light.
Again, thank you both for everything you've done for the class of 2018 and our school.
Next up, we'd like to thank the class of 2018 advisors. So if Miss Elizabeth Watson and Miss Kelly Dreef would please come forward. All right, first up, it is my honor to recognize our wonderful class advisor, Miss Elizabeth Watson. If it weren't for Miss Watson, I likely wouldn't be class president today. My sophomore year, Miss Watson encouraged me to run for class president, and her confidence in me gave me the courage to do so. Once I was elected, Miss Watson chose to become a class advisor, and today I can confidently say we could not have made it through the last 2 years without her. Her organization and diligence kept our class office on task and enabled us to make the most of every event, fundraiser, and dance we planned. Ms. Watson has taught all of the officers the importance of responsibility and accountability. She has shown us that true leaders remain dedicated even during the most difficult times. As a truly selfless class advisor, she spends most of her time doing what I call the ugly part of leadership. A lot of behind-the-scenes work and a lot of being the bad guy with very little acknowledgement. For this reason, I am beyond happy to give Ms. Watson this moment of recognition and just a small token of our class's appreciation. Thank you, Ms. Watson.
Next, Ms. Dreef. I am happy to acknowledge the amazing Dreef who has guided us through our years as an advisor. There is not enough words to express our gratitude for the countless hours, commitment, and hard work she has put into our class over the last 4 years. Without the help of Ms. Dreef, we would not have had such an outstanding high school experience. From the late night stirring skit to the countless class office meetings, Ms. Dreef was always there to guide us through just about anything we needed. There was not one situation that could not be solved by Dreef, and we could always count on her to speak up for what was right. Throughout skit practices and school events, Ms. Dreef was there to stand by and support every student that came up to her with any problem or concern. We as a class have been so fortunate to have such a selfless advisor that takes the time to create a bond with each person that enters her classroom. As a teacher, advisor, and a friend to her students, Ms. Dreef exemplifies strong leadership by always putting everyone else's needs before her own. I am honored to acknowledge all of the devotion Ms. Dreef has provided to our class, and we cannot thank her enough for everything she does for us.
Okay, while that final phenomenal photo op is taking place at this time, we'd like to thank Ms. Watson and Ms. Klingman for helping put this together. Let's give them a nice hand for that, please. Nice hand to Bob Bronson for taking the photos, helping us to make a memory here. Cornerstone Church for being such a wonderful and inviting hospitality facility is wonderful. And seniors, congratulations to you. It's been an honor to be a part of your life for the past few years, but there's one group that we need to recognize right now. So I'd like to have the parents stand up for just a moment because I have a task for the parents. So parents, would you please stand up, please? All the parents stand up. Okay, so first of all, parents, I want to congratulate you on the achievements of your children, and I want to let you know that this isn't the end of your parenting to that child, okay? When I go and visit my mother in Walnut Creek, before I say goodbye, she makes me promise that when I get home, I call her to tell her that I'm okay. And that was up to the time I was 57 years old, I had to do that. Now she lives with us, so I got to tell her I made it to school safely, which is 0.7 of a mile. So your job as parents is not done. You're going to continue to love on your children, to advise them wisely, and apparently you all have done a phenomenal job because look at the result right here. So at this time, students and faculty, I'd like to give a warm round of applause to these amazing parents. We are blessed to live in an amazing community, and the Granada family is one that will be with our graduates throughout their lives. And moms and dads, we just want to thank you for having the wisdom, first of all, to live in Livermore, and secondly, to have your children go to Granada High School. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful June 8th. God bless you, and we'll see you around. Good night.